everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Nine9 Nation. That is 3 nines in the span of about 10 seconds. I am Evan. I am joined today by...
Diamond.
Trevor again.
Just so.
For the first time. This is an opportunity for us to come together once a week or so on our weekly podcast and just talk on some various subjects, some of which 9/9 related, some of which just not, and kind of share a little bit about ourselves as part of the 9/9 family, and then talk also a little bit about 9/9 and our talent and some of the things we have going on with us. So guys, believe it or not, we are into October, which means Halloween is 4 weeks from tomorrow.
Candy.
Okay, so...
bonfires.
Costumes.
Okay. Yeah, what is Halloween for everybody? Because, I mean, none of us are kids anymore. Like, we don't run around trick-or-treating. Well, I assume we don't run around trick-or-treating?
I mean, I wanted to go.
When was the last time you went trick-or-treating?
Maybe like 12 years ago.
Oh, okay. So, so for like 11 years, she was like, I want to go.
I do.
I just like to get pajamas, matching pajamas with my boyfriend, the dogs, and just watch movies.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, first off, we'll come back to the pajamas thing, by the way. But who actually has, like, trick-or-treaters come to their house or their
I have
apartment or whatever?
a ton. Well, I used to live in a condo, and I didn't have any, and now in a house, I was surprised I had a ton last year. Maybe because I set out a fire in my driveway and all the kids came that way, but I didn't expect that many. I ran out of candy like halfway into the night.
What did you do when you ran out of candy?
So I ran inside the house, panicked, because I didn't want to I couldn't leave the house because I had a fire going, so I couldn't really put the fire out in the middle of my driveway in a fire pit. So I'm like, oh, what do I do? Because I can't. I just close the garage. So I ran through the house looking for stuff, and I end up finding, you know, you can buy at Sam's or Costco the big chip boxes.
The big box of chips,
Yeah.
yeah.
Individual
Like
chips.
the variety packs.
Apparently, Sarah bought like 2 or 3 of those boxes for me, like as snacks. Like, so I don't snack as much from a big one, so I would just grab small ones all the time.
But then she hid them from you, apparently, because you didn't know where they were.
No, I didn't eat them, and she just put them underneath a cupboard, like underneath a coffee table. And I somehow happened to look underneath. I was like, oh my God, there it is. So I pulled out both chip boxes, and I just passed out chips.
That's
after
not
that.
bad, though.
So it worked out
Sounds like
perfect.
Like a little bag of
treat.
Doritos is like
Yeah, and
always down.
I just gave the kids, like, I bought both boxes, and I said, pick one. And it worked out good.
Are you going to do it again this year?
Yeah,
Not the
100%.
chips, but...
Yeah, I'm gonna get more candy. I'm gonna do the same thing this year, unless it rains. If it rains, then I'm not. But
okay, because some people dress up in their pajamas, but do you dress up?
no,
and actually,
I didn't dress. I literally came from.
But you know what I'm talking about, because like adults will walk up wearing full-on
with
costume.
their kids and.
Diamond, I could see you being a dresser-up, like trick-or-treater.
I had adults
Even if you're
coming
not
with-
doing the candy, like, even if you're given the candy, like you're the one who comes like in the witch hat and then like the big witch cape and be like, yeah.
Yep.
I saw adults coming with beer and drinks and just walking through like with their kids. I'm like, it's like a party almost for adults.
Best, yeah, but if it's a good neighborhood, it is like a party. But like the best I ever had when I was trick-or-treating, when my kids were young enough to trick-or-treat, is there was one house, this was in Florida, there was this one house that actually was like adult, like trick-or-treating. So you would go and they had like the kids version over there, and then they had like a big one that was like 10 by 10 or whatever tents, like, you know, like a pop-up tent.
Yeah.
And inside of it, they had like little cups of beer, like, and so that's
nice.
what they handed out.
Jackie sets up a tent for her driveway, I guess, but for kids.
No.
Like she'll tarp it off like on 3 sides, she said, and then make it dark inside somehow. I don't know. She said it's pretty cool. Her
All right,
dad
Giselle,
sets
so
it up.
you and the boyfriend throw on, sorry about that, by the way, Mark. I'm doing the fuzzy walls.
Did it immediately too.
So you and your boyfriend dress up in matching pajamas with the dog?
Yeah, I have an English bulldog miniature schnauzer, and we like all match
Bulldogs.
together. We just give out candy.
Is it a theme, like a different theme every year, or is it always the same outfits?
Yeah, normally we go to Target and we just choose. Like last year was skeleton, so this
Okay.
year we don't know yet, but end up all matching.
You have a ton of people coming through.
I just moved here from Texas, so I don't know.
Oh, what part of
Oh.
Texas?
Laredo, Texas,
Where's that?
down south,
I think that's the-
really close to Mexico.
Like Brownsville kind of area down there?
That's a little bit up there. That's like the valley. You know where San Antonio is at?
Sure.
A little bit south of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What brought you to Michigan? The
Well,
weather.
No. Oh my
The
god.
rain.
My boyfriend's actually from here, so I
Oh, cool.
decided to move. after
Nice.
graduation. Yeah.
Right on. Congrats.
Nice.
Welcome. Oh, and for those, Giselle's actually a new talent specialist with us here at the Michigan/Detroit office. First week, actually, I think, right?
Yes.
And already on the podcast.
Look at
So
that. Made it.
Luna volunteered her, and she jumped in with both feet. All right, so one of the things with Halloween that we're looking to do at 9/9 that we really haven't done in the past, well, we've done, I think, dress-up contests
Yeah,
over the years, right?
So, yeah.
Like
I
2011?
won once, and that was it.
What were you when you won?
Super Mario.
Oh, that's right, with me, it's Mario.
That's me.
Yeah, which is great because your best friends, or one of your best friends' name is?
Luigi.
Yep, true statement. So we're looking at doing kind of a theme that we can incorporate all the offices to where it's not like everybody individually dresses up as something like you. This is going to sound corny, but I'm not coming as Batman, and you're not going to come as a skeleton, and like Diamond, you're not going to show up as, I don't know, something not a skeleton or Batman. But we always dressed up as individuals, right?
Yeah.
Like you come as a nurse or something like that. We always dress up as individuals, but now what we want to do is have like a theme that each office can then be part of that theme, and each department can be part of that theme.
I see
So
what you're saying.
Super cool.
yeah, so like one of the things we did at a previous company I was at was we had a theme of like Hollywood. And then each department could choose what they wanted, but it had to be related to Hollywood. So looking at different themes that might be possible that we can kind of have it around. So like when we did Hollywood, you had one section that did like Disney movies, princesses and things like that. And then you had another one that did Hispanic films, and some like really cool stuff with that. So it was really neat because it was so diverse, but everybody was still to the theme. And then you could do the contest, like who had the best costumes and who had the best decorations and obviously the involvement. But like, what do you guys think? What could be some themes we could do? Big, like think big. Don't just think like, oh, we could do The Office because that's a funny show.
No.
I don't even know. I
Let's
don't,
do Harry Potter.
they were
Come
talking,
on,
they were talking
I
about
love
in there
Harry
earlier
Potter.
about something, but I forgot what themes are. Could have sworn they said a theme, but I forgot what.
But you could do
Maybe
Harry
it was
Potter. But
Harry
see, Harry
Potter.
Potter is just Harry Potter, right?
No, you have the houses. You have Gryffindor. You have Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw.
You have
That's
Which
what
I
they were
know
talking about. 'cause
nothing
Justin
about.
said I would be a
And then
Hufflepuff,
you have the other.
which I have no idea what it is.
Wait, okay, hold on. Before we go too far down the Harry Potter train here, like who here has read Harry Potter?
No, the movies.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who here has watched Harry Potter?
I'm sorry, I fell asleep in like 2 minutes.
I have not even turned. I don't even think I've gotten not even a second in.
It's not right.
I've
Really?
watched The Internship like 5 times.
Same with me.
It's a good scene when they do the whatever it is with the brooms. What's the game they play?
All Quidditch?
Quidditch.
Quidditch.
Right. The Internship was one with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, not
Yeah.
the intern with De Niro.
Internship,
Both good movies,
Google
though.
one.
Yeah, the Google one.
What else can we do besides Harry Potter?
See, but not everybody knows Harry Potter. We got to get a bigger theme than that. We got to
Okay.
get something that's really encompassing, and that like you could make it like we could do like universal rides.
Pokemon.
Mm,
I don't know.
Mm,
I feel like everybody knows Pokemon.
mm,
Everybody knows the little electric guy with the electric tail. What's his name?
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
there's different elements, right? That they use for the.
He doesn't know. He literally just put the idea
I
out
just
there. He
felt like it was a
honestly
good
doesn't
idea.
know.
I felt like Pokemon's
Marvel
not a bad
movies?
idea.
Because there's like the.
See,
one
like Marvel movies, you can
Yeah.
do.
And then there's the.
But see,
fire
everybody's a
Pokemon.
superhero, right?
But I mean, we could do like. We could do one
It's
office
tough.
can be the Iron Man office. I don't know.
But other than
Iron
dressing
Man
up as
office.
Iron Man,
Who
like
else- and then-
one
and
guy's
then
Rob
Redhead
Stark
girl.
without the suit, one person's Rob Stark
And then-
with the suit,
And then you have his girlfriend, the redhead girl,
and
Yeah.
the
and the bad guy,
That's true.
Electro Man or whatever the guy.
Who was
with
it in the
whips.
movie? Who was it? It wasn't his butler. It was the guy who ran his company. Mark's over there just doing this to us, just rubbing his face like, oh, these fools. They
Okay.
can't even talk Iron Man speak. No, but it's got to be like an encompassing. Like you could, and I've been really stuck on it because trying to come up with one that then, the Atlanta office could do it and decorate as, but it's completely different than what we might do here or New York might do, but it's the same thing at the same time, right? So it's
I could never. I don't think I could even come up with an idea. The Office. is-
Pokemon is what you've got.
Look, everybody.
See, if you
knows
did The
Pikachu.
Office, you would do like TV shows. You do like famous TV,
like
TV
Friends.
shows.
We could do
You could do Friends or
and
Cheers or
then,
ER or any other NBC show apparently, since
Never
I'm just
seen
saying them all.
them.
Three's
Friends.
Company.
Today's
know?
Company.
Oh, by the way, I did watch Mixed Dish last night.
How was that?
It's good.
Really?
It's good.
We can do the Big Bang Theory guys too. Or-
But that's
and,
one
uh,
office.
Big Bang Theory though, because I don't know the character he plays on Big Bang Theory, which I think is over, right? Didn't it end?
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
gonna. If not.
But the guy who plays, he was originally on Roseanne, but now he's back on Roseanne also. He does both. David on
Oh, yeah.
The Connors. Sorry, it's not
I
Roseanne
don't know
because
who
she's,
that is.
I don't think in the country anymore, even Israel or something like that. But no, it's that there's the three guys. There's Sheldon.
Yep.
There's the two guys, the two
Raj.
friends who don't live there. But Sheldon's roommate. What's his name?
Dang it.
He
uh,
dated
Penny is
Penny.
the girl's
He
name.
dated Penny.
See, I can't think of the
Boy,
name.
you're having a tough time today.
Oh, this is bad.
Everybody's gonna watch this podcast and be like, "What the heck's wrong with Trevor?"
Sheldon and
I only know him as David because he's David and
no, I can't. I
Roseanne.
can't think of it. I would guarantee, like, but halfway through the podcast, I'll be like, oh, that's who it was.
Mark doesn't know. Our resident producer
never
doesn't know.
watched
You never watched it?
No.
All right, so if you have any good Halloween ideas out there, you can see we're a little stumped. Feel free to share them in the comments below. Something that encompasses so the offices and different departments at 9-9 can participate. Would love to hear your ideas.
Pokemon.
The Hunger Games. We can be
Ooh.
district.
See, but that's it. You've got to go where, like, okay, the different districts.
The different districts. We can be District 1. The capital. Get it?
But aren't the other districts
That
like
is pretty
really
good.
like?
We're
That
the
is pretty good.
capital.
Aren't the other districts like really like desolate and like really poor and like run
No,
down and
except for the
mistreated?
capital.
And
No,
isn't the
no.
capital
The
like the shining
like,
beacon
is-
and that's
is,
it?
Is it right when they got all these
But
crazy
no,
dresses?
I think
Did you see the
district-
movie?
It's extravagant, yeah.
Right. Yeah, extravagant. That's a great word with the hair and all
The
that.
hair and the crazy girl that travels.
I do not
To
have
the
enough
other
hairspray
districts?
for that.
But we had
Oh, you
they
know how
had
much you
like
would
the
need?
timber district, and I think that was just like the
Oh, yeah,
one
the
with
coal
wood,
one, yeah,
the
the
coal.
coal
They weren't
one.
necessarily poor, but you know.
But they
It
weren't
was-
well off.
But they dress
But
in
you know,
red.
Diamond with the bet. They weren't poor, but you know.
But I mean, like they were like of the elements, you know. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I see what she's saying.
We can
So but what we got to do is we got to take like your ideas like Pokemon or Harry
We should have
Potter.
Sanibel
or-
at the Capital. And her crew.
But the capital is where headquarters, you know.
I know,
That's
but I don't
why
know,
we're
I
the
feel
you
like-
got, so
capital.
you got to go. I mean, I guess you could. I don't know.
It would be
I don't
hard to dress up as the other.
It's not going to be easy, but when we come up with the idea, it's going to be gold. The port.
Don't say that.
Well, that's what it would be.
I think TV shows is the way to go because you have like Game of Thrones, you have Grey's Anatomy, you have
Oh, we could be Grey's Anatomy. I love Grey's Anatomy.
You can't whisper. The microphones don't hear.
I'm sorry.
I said you can't whisper. The microphones don't hear it real well.
Sorry.
Producer checking. All right, so if you have any ideas for Halloween, please share.
Please help us out. 'Cause
I'm
this is
excited though.
bad.
Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. It's not too much pressure. It's
Nope,
not
you don't
too
gotta go
intense.
anywhere. No family visits.
Well, you got to go inside and find more candy apparently.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you don't have to go like to visit family and deal with.
It just doesn't have the involvement other than just picking up bags of candy.
Correct.
And maybe just even like you said with your boyfriend, like just watching movies. Like it's just a nice
They
little
do
break.
have movies for like a
Chill.
couple weeks, just like
Chill.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Like
What
the-
movie do you usually watch? Is it like a set one?
no, we don't have set ones.
You don't watch like the Friday the 13th trilogy or
For
not
sure,
trilogy,
it
like
is
either
off.
one.
It is off.
Really?
That I cannot. I've had nightmares because I watched the second one, and I am good. No clowns.
No clowns.
I
is
can't
it?
watch
Yeah.
scary movies. I like old classics maybe, but anything like the newer ones,
No.
they give me anxiety.
The newer scary movies?
Yeah.
No,
I
you
haven't
watch
been
some
to it.
old, like with some of Hitchcock's old stuff.
I don't know.
Some of that black and white old like scary. Ooh,
Something about scary movies just doesn't
the
sit. with me.
Candyman.
Never seen
Candyman was one of my like I
can't
walked
see
out of
you
the
watching
theater.
scary
The
movies.
I don't.
Exorcist too. I cannot.
See,
Scary
but it's
Second
old
Focus.
school.
Old.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, watch Hocus Pocus.
That's yeah.
with
that's
Bette
not-
Midler.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
It's
a
funny.
great movie.
It's a good
It's not.
movie.
It's
How
not
did we
scary,
go from
though.
how did we go from like basically it to Hocus Pocus?
I don't know. She said Hocus Pocus. That's the
I
only thing
watched
she
it
can watch.
yesterday.
Did you watch it? Have you seen it?
Yes, that's why I have nightmares.
Really?
Are you gonna? Did you watch the second one? Are you gonna watch the second
I
one?
watched the second one. The second one's the one that gave me nightmares.
Really?
The first one I thought was really, really good, and that's why I wanted to go watch the second one. But
Right.
it was 3 hours long, and the effects are terrifying.
Really?
3 hours. Oops, that's too long.
That is way too long to
That's
commit to a movie.
Not if you're into it.
Mm.
A scary movie if you're edge of the seat, kind of like. Yeah.
Effects are crazy. That's what freaks me
So I
out.
won't watch it.
Oh, okay.
I actually
good,
didn't
too.
even finish the book because it was too scary.
How
Like
can
I'm
you
not
get
seeing
scared
movies.
off of a book?
Pick it up and read it. And you know me, I'm not exactly a voracious reader, but
I've heard it's really good.
the book is much more detailed. And there was actually an original movie, like the one that they redid a couple years ago was, I mean, it was great from what I heard. But like there was another movie, I think it was and I could be entirely wrong. I think it was actually like one of those TV like over several night miniseries kind of thing. Like you watch it on Sunday and Monday and
Oh,
Tuesday
yeah.
night, kind of like back in the day stuff. But the book was so descriptive, like it just was terrifying. I read it when I was living in Colorado. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
I'm good on anything scary.
So transitioning very poorly to the next subject. Actually, I asked Giselle if she had anything she wanted to bring up, and she had an idea for a topic.
Dogs.
Dogs.
All right.
Rough, rough. So I'm a dog person. Giselle's a dog person. You own a dog-like animal.
I love my dog.
Diamond, I actually don't know.
I'm terrified of dogs.
What?
What?
They scare me.
Why? I
don't
can't imagine
know.
anything scares you.
For real?
I'm scared of everything.
Was
pretty
there like a
much.
bad, did you have a bad dog
Did you get
experience?
bit?
I don't know. I think so. I
You
don't
think so?
remember.
It's well, you either remember or you don't, whether you got bit or attacked by a dog.
I don't know. I just know I've always been scared of dogs.
What about cats?
No.
Okay, well that's a
At
start,
least
right?
we all agree.
Agree,
What
yeah.
about birds?
Yeah,
Or
birds
fish.
are fine.
No.
Fish are fine.
All right, so what the two dogs you have? You said you have a bulldog,
English bulldog.
English bulldog. The
and-
English bulldog is the one that's got like the little stubby legs and is a little bit large, like not the
Yeah.
French bulldog. It's like one of the thicker
He's the
looking,
heavy set. Yeah,
yeah,
he's a
the short,
bulldog.
stubby legs.
like the Georgia mascot, like
Yeah.
Booga or
Yeah,
whatever.
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have an English bulldog. How old is he?
He is a year old. He knows 15
Oh, he's a
tricks.
pup. 15.
Yeah,
Who's teaching him these tricks? Really?
not certified or anything, but I do a pretty good job.
Not certified.
Not certified or anything, but my contact information will be below. All right, so you have the English bulldog. What's the dog's name?
Rocco.
Okay, that's a fitting name for a bulldog, right?
He's a bulldozer, so yeah.
Heavy, like really heavy, right?
Yeah, super heavy.
And then the other dog is
Miniature schnauzer.
I don't know what a schnauzer just seems like a cool name, but I don't know what a dog looks like.
They have beards and bushy eyebrows.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think.
doesn't
Like
Jazzy
long-
have one of those?
Oh,
It looks like almost like a little person. All right, she's got
I
pictures.
got pictures.
She's got pictures.
no, I think I know what you're talking about. It's got like a like.
If we want to show it to the camera, Mark, which one is the best one? Like the one that
If
is.
you could just send it to me and I can put it up on screen. and
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Consider that done.
Well,
All right, so what's the schnauzer's?
schnauzer's
Look at
name.
that. She's like, oh.
aw. The schnauzer's name is Sophie. So that's Rocco and that's Sophie on my lap.
Dog
I don't
is
see
Quality
huge.
picture. Yeah. Well, Rocco's up front, and Rocco and Sophie. All right. How old is Sophie?
Sophie's 5 years.
Okay.
And so she knows just about everything that Rocco knows now. So I think he's a
so
visual
Rocco's a
learner.
lot more advanced.
Sounds like it.
Took Sophie 5 years. to
Based
get
on
what
Rocco's
Rocco
look, though,
did.
Rocco ain't doing any jumping tricks.
No, he's not.
Sophie maybe, but Rocco no.
Yeah, she does a little up, so she stands up on her hind legs and she does like a whole 360 up on her back legs, and Rocco will do it but sitting down.
So he rotates like
Can't get
he's
up.
like a robot
His legs
vacuum.
are just short.
Yeah, they're not big dogs. All right, so how'd you get them? Like, what's the story behind getting Sophie and then getting Rocco?
So Sophie, I was out on a jog and it was in the morning. I heard something whimpering and it was actually around an alley and it was behind someone's AC.
Really?
No idea, but she was around this big, super small. But I guess the previous owner wanted to cut off the tail and it had a rubber band. I could see the flesh and the bone, and there was a bunch of bugs all over it. It was super sad, and I brought it home. I was 16 at the time, and I started working to pay off. You know, I asked my aunt, you know, I need to take it to the vet, get it fixed, you know, all that stuff. She had a cone on. She hated me.
Really?
Yeah, I started working. My first job was actually McDonald's because I wanted to pay for that.
That's pretty good. Wow.
It's even a great segue because we were going to talk about first jobs too, so we're going to come back to that.
Wow.
So like you rescued Sophie and like you've had her since then.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's been through everything. I was in high school, college, now moving to another state, my new job. She's been through like my whole adult life.
So I'm gonna guess that Rocco is somehow related to the boyfriend here.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he's
Oh,
always
never
wanted
guessed
an
that.
English bulldog, and I was like, oh my god, no.
Because it's a guy's dog. It's not. I mean, an English bulldog
true.
typically is a guy's dog,
That's
right?
true.
It's a great
Yeah.
animal.
And
But
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
I wanted a bulldog.
I was like, no, I wanted a Pomeranian as my next dog. You know,
Wow. Yeah,
fluffy.
see, you're right.
Yeah. All cute and small and can put it in a purse.
Yeah, and you put an English bulldog next to my miniature schnauzer, and it's like, no. I thought he was gonna demolish her, but they worked it out. It's been a year since we had him, and
Is the Schnauzer high energy? Because I imagine the bulldog's not, right? The
No,
bulldog's
I don't
probably
think the
pretty
bulldog is, right?
so no, he likes to lay around and sleep.
chill. Perfect.
But they do play fight, and it's really funny because he'll just like lay down, and my miniature schnauzer will just like run circles around him with like kind of like biting at each other, fake biting at each other. It's super cute. But she gets tired out, and then they end up just falling asleep on each other.
See, doesn't this sound nice?
Yeah, what? How do you not like dogs?
That
I
sounds like
didn't
a
say I
lovely
didn't
home
like them.
experience.
I did not say I didn't.
You said
like
you're
them.
afraid of
You're
them.
afraid of them.
Yeah, they just.
You can't like something you're afraid. I mean, I guess you can like something you're afraid of. I don't know.
It's a
They
process.
don't talk back, and they don't. You just have to feed them like once or twice a day, depending on the breed.
And I know a really good trainer.
Yeah.
It's a process.
He can teach you 5 tricks within a year.
Barely. 15.
Was it
Rocco's at
15?
15.
It was 15.
Oh, I thought you said 5.
No, my
15 is a
miniature
good one.
schnauzer is 5 years old.
Oh, I
So
thought
they
you said
both
those
know the
5
same tricks. But
What I think is I think Giselle has like 15 tricks that she can teach. And I think the Schnauzer's already got there, or maybe 16, and Rocco's getting close.
yeah, no, they're both at the same level now. Now that he's a year, I don't even know what else to give him anymore. I'm just like,
That's it. Just leave
Nothing
it as
else.
is.
They're probably good. Listen, anything besides sit and stay, like, I don't know.
My dog doesn't listen at all. I can't even teach her half a trick.
All right, and your dog is a.
A teacup Yorkie?
Oh, you have a teacup puppy.
oh my god.
It's my wife's, I think.
I know the story because you've had the dog for a couple of years now. I remember when you got it.
6 years or
So,
something.
how did you end up with this? How did you end up in the place
So-
to get this teacup Yorkie?
I asked her if we could have a Super Bowl party at the house, so she said, sure, we can have a party. Super Bowl comes along, all the guys are hanging out. Her friends, I think my wife, my
Wasn't your
buddies'
wife at the time?
wives, and wasn't a wife at the time. We just had a bunch of friends at the house, and all the guys are watching football, and the girls are usually on their phone. And she's like, and she just yelled, "Oh my God, this is so cute!" And she's like, "Look, because one of my friends is selling his mom is selling Yorkies." She's like, "Look." So I looked at her. She showed it to me. I said, "Okay." She's like, "Can we get it?" I said, "Yeah." It was middle of the game, like in the Super Bowl. I just said, "Yeah," thinking it's fine. She's gonna forget it. The Super Bowl was on a Sunday, obviously.
That year.
That year. So, week goes by. Friday night, I get home. She's like, "Hey," she's like, "Just so you know, tomorrow we're going to Canton." I'm like, "What's in Canton?" She's like, "The dog you said we can get." I'm like,
Canton, Michigan.
"No, I didn't say we can get a dog. I just said okay at the time." She's like, "Well, I already told the lady we're coming tomorrow." So I was like, "All right." So we went there, and
Crack
next
of
thing I
dawn.
know, an hour later, we're getting the dog home. So I totally just got swindled into getting a dog.
I will take
But-
note.
Have you ever admitted that to Sarah?
Oh yeah, I told her that multiple times.
And the dog's name is
Dog's name's Luna.
Luna.
Yeah,
Cute.
and Luna is 5 or 6 years old. She still pees in the house. She still poos in the house.
She can't eat human food.
She cannot eat human food because it doesn't sit well with her stomach at
Does
all.
it just open it?
No.
And you almost had to kill a bunny that lived in the backyard because it was threatening the
Oh,
dog.
new story.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness.
2 days ago, I'm sleeping. Sarah,
They've been worried about the dog disappearing too, from like birds picking it up and
Yeah,
carrying it
the
away.
dog is small.
How
We
big is
have-
the dog?
Small.
She's like this big.
Okay, that's a small.
I thought
She's,
it was
I
a
think, 4
teacup
pounds.
puppy.
Is she bigger than the water? Okay, in a size of water bottles here.
No, she's
Which
she's
water
the size
bottle
of
is
this
she?
water bottle, like if you put the water bottle sideways.
I didn't think she was standing up.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit bigger than a water bottle.
But that's
She can be trained to stand up. Apparently.
About that size.
That's kind of big.
I don't know. She's not that tall.
She doesn't have that much hair.
I don't know. Yeah, she doesn't have that much hair.
Yorkies have a lot of hair.
That's true.
Not this one.
No,
apparently.
this one doesn't. No, we take her. She gets groomed fairly often.
All right. So what's the newest threat to Luna's existence?
We have a what I think is somebody's pet bunny that just running around because usually bunnies
It's a-
when you see bunnies like wild bunnies they're really small, right? We have a bunny in our backyard, in my neighbor's backyard, that is ginormous. That is probably this big.
You sure it's a bunny?
Yeah, it's a rabbit. It's huge. Like, I have never seen a rabbit that big.
What color is this rabbit?
What is
It's
going on?
white and black.
You
Okay, so it's like
sure?
spotted.
I'm 100%. I mean, I've seen it. So the rabbit will go in our backyard and it'll go in
You
neighbors'
have a
yards.
fence.
Yes, but it goes underneath the fence.
It dug a
It's
hole.
That
It
fat.
dug, yeah. It's,
Going underneath
it
your
can't
fence.
jump.
How big is this hole?
What
It's-
kind of fence do you have?
it's just a,
Not a
it's
good
wire
one.
fence.
What is going on?
So
Okay.
I've seen this rabbit multiple times, but I
Have you named the rabbit yet? 'Cause
no
You should.
no. I seen it last
Okay.
year. This year I haven't seen it. So
Snoopy
on
would be a good. Let's call
So
it rabbit
on
Snoopy.
Monday I'm sleeping, and I hear Sarah running. Oh my god! Oh my god! And running outside. And I hear the dog just going nuts outside.
Your dog does bark a lot.
Yes. So I go outside, and the dog is just running in the backyard. So I asked her what happened. She said,
Wait. Hold on real quick. because I want to hear I think we all want to hear the end of the story. When you asked her what happened, were you still laying in bed when you
No,
asked
no,
her?
I ran downstairs.
Oh, you actually did go to hell.
I ran
Okay.
downstairs because
Okay.
I didn't know what was going on. And she
I had a
said,
feeling you just turned over and like, I'll ask when she gets back.
she said, and her words were, the fat rabbit was eating the basil plant that was on our porch steps.
Yeah.
And as she opened the door, she didn't realize the rabbit was from here to you,
Okay.
from our door. So when she opened the door, the dog ran after the rabbit.
Oh.
That's not a good thing for the dogs.
So then the rabbit got scared and ran and hit a fence because she would
Like ran into the fence.
Ran into the fence.
Like hopped into the fence.
No, ran like directly.
It's a rabbit.
Correct.
Okay.
Hopped into the fence, then went to another side of the yard, hopped in the other side of the fence, as the dog was chasing it, and finally it got to the fence part where it can go underneath and went underneath there.
Why didn't Luna follow it underneath? If the rabbit can fit underneath
Luna's
the
not
fence.
that smart.
So nice.
She's not smart. So she just, and after that she just continued running circles in the backyard looking for the rabbit, but the rabbit was long gone because it went underneath the thing. So if the rabbit would have stopped,
The rabbit would have won.
It would have won for sure, hands down. But I
But
think
it
the
also
rabbit
apparently is afraid of dogs.
The rabbit got startled, I think, because it was like as soon as Sarah opened the door.
It was enjoying some morning
it took-
basil.
Basil. She said the rabbit was eating the
interesting.
basil out of the pot, the basil pot.
Oh.
It was
I didn't know
from here
rabbits
to the
ate
door.
basil.
I didn't know either. Either basil or the flower, because there's like one flower pot and there's a basil pot next to it.
Which
They
one
were-
had things
both.
They
missing?
were standing. I didn't even check.
I'm sure.
I didn't. I was like, but I'm surprised that the rabbit's back.
You can train it to like attack the rabbit.
No, I mean she tried to attack the rabbit. I didn't want.
I would almost pay for Luna to be trained to attack anything.
Yeah.
This rabbit's ginormous.
Oh, fill
Because
the
your dog is
hole.
tiny and your dog is
No, I think this rabbit
Scaredy
is
cat.
bigger than I think. Like,
bigger than the previous rabbit.
no, it's the same one.
Oh, it's the same
It's the
rabbit?
same one.
Oh, he's
yeah.
come back.
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, he hibernated for a
I
couple
think
months
it's somebody's
in the
pet.
summer.
Fat.
Got
I
Real
think
fat.
it's somebody's pet. They let him out, and then he'll just roam around the backyards and go back. I'm telling you,
Whose pet
it's
gets
really
that
weird.
big?
I mean,
Who lets a rabbit out?
I've seen this rabbit in.
Does
3
anybody know
backyards.
anyone who's ever had a rabbit that just like gets the hippity hoppity through the house?
3 backyards.
No.
Like,
My
they're all- they're
backyard
cage
and my
animals,
2
right?
neighbors. I agree. That's why I said that it's not a wild rabbit.
When you're not home, is Luna in a crate?
No, she runs around the house and pees.
Okay. Okay. When you're not home, are the dogs in a crate or they wander around or both? Or
They have their own room, so they stay in their room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you lock the door to the room or no?
Yeah, I just close them. And
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I'm there, they get to be like on their couch.
you could do like a baby gate.
Yeah, a baby gate works.
I did that for a while
So
at our place.
the baby gate thing?
Yeah,
But-
in the kitchen. But then we just said forget it. And just let her run
Do
around
you
the house.
put like little mats down for her?
No.
You guys
She
should
goes
try it.
outside, but she goes inside too, we think.
What do you mean you think?
What,
I mean,
find
we
it?
like she'll go like on the kitchen like yesterday.
Oh, bro.
I stepped on the area rug. I was like, something's wet, so I picked up. It's a rug about this big. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I picked it up. I was like, So I took it out, threw it in the basement, Swiffered real quick. So she'll. I mean, unless you step on it, you don't know.
Okay.
So it's
No.
terrible.
So there's spray that you can use for that. So she'll smell it next time and be like, okay, that doesn't smell good, and she won't pee
We
there.
should just go to another rug.
Oh my god.
They have a 2-story house and it's a tiny dog. She basically has all of North
Yeah,
America. to go pee
she
in.
has a lot of room to run
That's
around
not
in.
good. That's not
I
good.
mean,
you
Dogs
don't
need
seem
discipline.
happy about that.
I mean, it's not bad. I don't know. We clean it up as much. We get like carpets cleaned every 2 months just to be safe, and then rugs the same thing.
Do you clean the carpets or you get?
No, there's no way. It's
Remember that company we had?
oh yeah,
Dave's?
those guys. Yeah, they came out twice.
Oh, you've used them?
Yeah, I've used them and they clean rugs and carpets.
No,
and
you should
everything
use.
else.
Yeah, they were really good.
Yeah, about 2 months. Every 2 months, I just have them do it.
a couple $100 to have them come out and just
Yeah, just to be safe because you don't want it to
because your
start
little
smelling.
dog can't control its.
I think. I
Black.
mean, she'll still go outside like you, and you think, oh, she's going outside and everything's good. She's not going inside, but we're pretty sure that she's going inside.
That's a sad thing. We will work, Diamond, on finding a way to get you to want to. You should come to my house. So I have 2 dogs.
Bob.
Bob.
Are they big?
One is big because it's a yellow. It's a golden retriever or yellow lab.
Nope.
So one is my family and I rescued a dog on April Fool's Day 2014. So we've had Bob now for 5.5 years, and Bob he's a yellow lab. When we got him, they told us he was like 5 years old, and then the vet, when we took it to him, told us he was more like 7. So now he's more like 12. So he's just old and slow and just lays around. But he doesn't want to. He wants to do stuff, but his hips just won't allow. But his name was Chase because he liked to chase balls. Really clever, I know. We didn't name him. That's what he came with. And then somehow he got to Bear, and then Original Bear, and then he got to Best Original Bear.
And now just Bob.
And now he's just Bob. He's been Bob for years. And he's this old yellow, white-looking dog who's just Bob. And then we have a Boston Terrier who's not big, size-wise, but she's fat. And her name is Sissy, because that was the given name when we went to pick her up. We rescued her too, and she had a really hard life before we got her. She was like 3 or 4 when we got her. But her name was Sissy. So Bob and Sissy.
Diamond, we should definitely get you a dog. Bob eats bagels off of the counter.
I can't even say only one time. Only one time did he eat 12 bagels off the counter. We got, I don't know if it's like a day of the week or a Panera or Einstein or whatever, where they get like one day you go and you get a baker's dozen, like you get an extra bagel if you buy 12, I guess. And they come in a bag, and Bob was a lot more spry then, and he somehow got up. He didn't like physically jump on the counter, but he got his paws up there and somehow got to this bag of bagels. So we came home from wherever we were, and the bag was just ripped open. All the bagels are gone except one. So he literally ate 12.
Got full.
He ate 2, he got full,
You
but the
can't
12
eat-
bagels.
Even as a human, I don't think you can eat. I mean, how many bagels can even a human put down?
I don't know, we can try it one day.
I'm
I'm sure Jay Gray will be happy to roll in here with 2 dozen bagels to see how many bagels you can eat.
I don't think you can eat more than 6 tops.
I beg to differ.
You
Really?
think you can eat more than 6 bagels?
I can put down some
In
food.
one day or in one setting?
One sitting, like if
Hold
we-
on. You're saying in one sitting you could eat more than 6 bagels?
I could, yeah.
Not a chance.
I have to. do
Straight
this.
with cream cheese, butter, like
Yeah, that sounds so good right now.
all of them. Yes.
I don't think I could put down more than 6.
I can't.
I think even
I-
6
I
would be a
can do
challenge.
maybe 1, 2.
I can't think more than 2.
2.
6, I think, will be pushing it.
Are you serious? You think you
Yeah.
could eat 6
I think,
bagels in one
I think
sitting?
if I sat there
We
and
should do
tried,
that
I
for
think
the next
I could try
episode,
eating. I
just
think
A
to-
bagel eating contest.
Yeah.
Can I just time it?
Yeah, I just want to watch.
Yeah.
I think I can do 6.
The aftermath is going to be bad.
Yeah.
I'll do as many as he can do, plus like one just to.
Oh, Lord.
Wow. You guys heard it. This could be it. This could
Challenge.
Episode.
Oh my God.
The
Next
challenge.
So
episode.
you believe you could do 6?
I think I can do 6
And you
bagels.
can do 12.
And you can do at
Well,
least
I don't
7.
know about 12, but like if he
She's
says he
committed
can
to
do
7.
6, I can do 7.
I think I can do 6 with like no cream cheese, just straight bread.
That seems worse.
No, you have to do the cream cheese.
No,
and the butter.
straight bread. I think I can do. If I mean,
Are you gonna Joey Chestnut it and
no,
dip it in the
no,
water?
I just eat them like I'm not gonna sit there and try to eat them real fast. I mean, it'll take me probably 10 minutes or so.
Per bagel?
No. Like for the 6 bagels, 10-15 minutes.
You're gonna eat 6 bagels in 10
10
minutes.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be that hard.
It may
Yeah.
not be the next podcast, but it will be filmed.
I don't. I mean,
Oh yeah.
what you gotta eat 2 bagels a minute?
No,
3
you'd
bagels?
have to eat a bagel
I'm sorry.
about every minute and
I'm
a half.
sorry.
You
Yeah,
have to eat a bagel.
yeah. I'm sorry. A bagel every 2 minutes.
A minute and a half.
I'll give you 3. I mean,
That shouldn't be. I don't think that seems hard, but I don't think I can eat more than 6.
That's a lot of bagels.
6 is.
what if you don't achieve the 6?
Oh, I'm not.
You gotta have
I don't know.
something.
I don't know.
I mean, okay. But yes, Bob.
Bob ate 11.
Bob
If I-
ate 12.
If
12.
Bob could
13
eat 12
point.
bagels,
Bob's a
A dog.
100-pound yellow lab.
yeah.
You're saying you're a
How big-
185-pound
how
man.
big is
How could-
Bob's stomach? It's probably like this big. Right?
After the bagels, it was a lot bigger than that. How big is 12 bagels? There's a lot in there. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited by this. I don't even want to wait. I mean, I feel like tomorrow this should happen.
I
Friday.
could do 6 bagels.
You're not here Friday.
What's
I am
tomorrow?
here
Thursday
Friday.
seems
Did you
like a
switch
good-
this week?
Yeah.
good day.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did switch this week, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Friday. Friday we do a bagel.
Bagel
We'll get
contest.
we'll get 13 bagels, 6 for you, 7 for you.
See
Right?
what you started? I'll do it. I'll try.
And anybody else who wants to get in the bagel eating contest? Do we get a trophy for this? I feel like we should. Like there should be a championship eating trophy.
A bagel eating championship.
It is
trophy.
National Pizza Month. I don't know how that's relevant to bagels, but
No, it's
it is
not.
National Pizza Month.
Can you eat
I love
6 pizzas?
Oh, I can eat a whole pizza by
Yeah, that's
myself.
easy. That's,
Yeah, I
that's
think
not
a
even
hot
a
bread
challenge.
you can do
Yeah,
by
I can eat a
yourself.
whole pizza by
Yeah.
myself.
With a side of crazy bread.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
Pizza.
hard. That's not
Pizza.
hard.
You can do.
The bagels are just so dry.
I know, but I think you can do it. I really.
Can they be
I
plain
truly-
Are you
bagels? Do you have a
gonna
preference
toast
of
I
bagel
don't have a
type?
preference.
Are you gonna toast?
Just don't care. Like we do everything bagels?
Yeah, that's fine.
Imagine the stuff that'll be in your teeth. It'll just be all. Like,
Yeah, that's
you'll be
true.
flossing for weeks.
I'll toast them, yeah, because you gotta give them flavor.
Yeah, mix them up. Yeah, get a bunch of different flavors. You know, like
Yeah.
blueberry.
Cinnamon raisin?
Like the
For
cheese
sure.
Asiago
Oh, no,
ones are
raisins. Oh,
No,
You don't like
no cinnamon raisins.
no
Okay.
raisins.
Asiago cheese.
Those are heavy.
They are heavy.
Those are heavy with the
I got
cheese
news for you.
on
6
it.
bagels are going to be heavy. Anyway, we'll come back to it. So you mentioned actually, Giselle, that your first job was at Mickey D's.
Yes.
All right. So I know we've done this on a couple different podcasts, or at least one that I'm aware of. We've talked about first jobs, but as a group, we haven't done it individually. So kind of curious about everybody's first job, how you got it, what kind of experience you had, why you're not there anymore. I mean, Mickey D's, but like perks and things like that. Like what was your actual first job? Because yours may not count.
What are you talking about? Working with Pops is a good first job.
So I'll start at Mickey D's. So you found the dog and you had to pay for the vet bills and everything else with it. So you went and got a job at Mickey D's.
Yes, and I was there for like 6 months, and it was the worst job I've ever had in my entire life. Sorry.
Real quick, yeah, please.
Sorry. I mean, I did it for my dog.
Did you work?
But Mickey D's is
mornings?
fantastic and a wonderful company to work for.
I
Oh,
like the
chicken
hot and
nuggets.
spices.
Oh, okay. All right. So what did you do at Mickey D's?
I was a cashier.
So you weren't. Do they have front of the house, back of the house stuff? Like front of the house is cashiers and keep the tables orderly, and everybody else is making fries and.
Yeah.
Did you learn how like all the food's made?
Yeah. So I did I worked basically when I got out of school. So I learned how to make the food whenever the cook would go like to the restroom, and sometimes they wouldn't come back. I don't know why, but I don't know what was going on.
No wonder food takes long sometimes.
Why, sometimes it's faster than others.
But regardless,
Cook ain't coming back.
Longer bathroom break than expected.
But regardless, here I am making burgers, fries, all that stuff. The shakes, the fraps, ice cream cones are the fun ones, even though
Yeah,
it was
it's
always broken.
It's always broken. The ice cream
It's-
machine's always broken.
No, here's a secret, guys. I'm gonna let you guys know. It's always broken, but that's because they're cleaning it or they don't want to clean it, and they're just waiting for like all the customers to go down so they can start to clean it and leave early for their shift.
Wait, I'm assuming they clean it once a day, right?
Yeah, once a day.
So you gotta think like too, like it's gotta be a pain to clean that machine, and honestly, like it's 99 cents a cone, like they'll make.
Yeah, but they make like the
They're making
the
95 cents.
The
McFlurries and
milkshakes.
shake. Oh my.
So you saw like
delicious.
like
They are.
like chicken nuggets, right? Like
Yeah.
you saw like what are they? You saw the giant bag of frozen chicken nuggets.
Yeah, they come in boxes.
Have you
We
ever
have them
think
in the
about taking
freezer.
them home?
No, I didn't. I will tell you why later.
Later. See, but so Drew once worked at my brother Drew once worked at a movie theater, and after he worked there, he swore he would never eat movie theater popcorn again. Like he said, I won't. He said, now that I know how it's made, I will never eat movie theater popcorn again. So do you eat McDonald's still?
I do, but I try not to.
Okay.
Is it because the health factor or because you know how it's made?
Both. I try to be healthy now.
The fries seem pretty straightforward. You can see the deep fryer. They come in a bag, you dump them in, cook.
Same thing with the nuggets.
Pretty much like every other restaurant, like Five Guys, all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
pretty much made the same. Just dump it in the fryer. That's it.
Five Guys sounds amazing.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, I try not to eat there. I eat there only when we're like traveling and we need something quick. It's convenient. Why not?
Was McDonald's the one that recently came out with, somebody went from no longer ever frozen to just straight fresh.
Oh
patties.
yeah, I
I
never.
thought it was
They had like an ad
Wendy's.
campaign.
Was it Wendy's? Somebody, and
so.
they say people who've gone there said you can tell the difference, like it's significant.
Yeah.
No, Wendy's was always never frozen. They were
always
refrigerated.
fresh or something like
Yeah.
something like that. I know they had one
But
of them
somebody
had a
supposedly
slogan.
has gone away from the frozen beef. I think it might have been McDonald's.
How,
I think it might have been on the-
how do
yeah.
you transport that?
It's just refrigerated.
I'm gonna look that up.
You
I
should.
can say that's
Not sure.
false.
I want some McDonald's
when
now.
I was there.
Some chicken nuggets and fries,
Yeah,
honey
and
mustard
sweet and
sauce.
sour sauce.
Mm.
Sweet and sours. Yep.
That was your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Honey mustard.
I like barbecue.
I put ranch
Sauce
on
or
it.
like just barbecue in general?
Barbecue
I like-
sauce.
I like
in
ranch.
general.
Ranch
Or
on
the McDonald's,
fries.
the McDonald's Cokes are hands down the best Coke you can get.
Did you ever see the movie? What was it, The Founder, where it talked about how McDonald's came to be McDonald's with Ray Cook and all that? Ray
No.
Kroc?
I think it's on Netflix.
It might be. It was a really good
You
movie.
wouldn't know because you
Michael Keaton, who played
watch
Beetlejuice,
Netflix
was in
all
it.
the time.
Don't talk about me.
All right, Diamond, what was your first job?
So like Trevor, my mom, she's a beautician,
Mhm.
so I was her shampoo girl. I started at like 12.
Shampooing other people's hair?
Yes, and I do very well.
At like a salon or?
Yeah, at a salon, hair
I
salon.
don't know. Did you get in there? Like,
Yeah.
So
I
what do
had to
you
get
do in the
scalp
meantime?
clean.
Like what happens when she's cutting or doing the hair?
I
Like
sit down. And
that's a lot of downtime.
sounds like an hourly
no,
employee.
it's not. If she had like 10 or 12 people a day, 4 would come in the morning,
Did
afternoon.
you get paid per head? Like,
Yeah, per person.
Oh, per person.
Plus tips.
Didn't you?
So you share the tips?
Was it
We
ever
don't know.
gross?
The hair?
Well, just like you get somebody and like, oh.
This doesn't shower.
I mean, once you
This
put,
person,
start
this
putting
person
water
hasn't
on
showered in a while. Like,
It, no, once you start, putting water on it.
you're 12.
everything
You're
just-
too young to know better.
Wait, so you get tips separate from your mom, or does your
Yeah,
mom just
so
give
like
you half her tips?
The clients would tip me, and then at the end of the day, my mom would pay me for each person I shampooed.
I feel like as a guy, Trev, that there's a world out there we don't know about,
Yes.
and it exists in a salon.
The world of
Yes.
salons.
Yeah, like we just roll in. They ask if you want to get your hair washed. I mean, whatever.
I do it just so I can just go out after, so I don't have to go home and shower because all the little hairs.
Honestly, I can't do that. I gotta go home and get
Really?
it off. Yeah.
Nope, I just have them do.
Even if I know they're in the
I don't
head.
even call it a wash. I just can just rinse it off.
So your first job was in your mom's salon, washing hair.
Yep. Shampooing. You wash clothes.
Oh.
Wow.
I apologize.
Sorry. That's what she
Sorry.
always tells
You
me.
conditioned as well, I assume.
And yep, I sure did.
Did they have did you learn how to do what is it, deep
Deep conditioning.
like head scalp massage and all
Yeah.
that? 'Cause I did have a girl once, like a woman who cut my hair who did head scalp massage.
It helps hair growth, actually.
It helps you fall asleep is what it does.
I don't feel
Yeah.
it.
Really?
Yep, I know how to dye hair. Yeah.
Diamonds all of a sudden gonna start opening
We have
up
a
her
really
little
like
salon.
between dog training and like how to handle hair
And bagel eating.
and bagel that I'm gonna those skill
Yeah, that's true. It's
not a skill.
And we don't even know if I'd be able to eat 6, but
You might.
I think you can do more than 6. I think you should raise the bar higher for yourself and
No,
expect
no
more out of
chance.
yourself.
I bet you can eat 8.
By the way, did we give Staples our proper?
Yeah, Staples.
There you go, Staples.
my Staples bottle.
My first job was actually at Kroger.
A bagger?
Yours too?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. Yours was here though, right?
Yeah.
So for those that know, Kroger is a large chain grocery store. It's throughout most of the country. Mine was actually in Atlanta, Georgia, Marietta. But here in Michigan, it is. I'd say it's the primary grocery store. You don't have them in Texas, did you?
No.
No.
What'd you
What
guys
was
have?
your main store in Texas?
HEB.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I heard of that.
And like when I was in Florida, Publix and all that. But so Kroger's a grocery store. No, I was not a. Actually, my story of my first job is twofold. First, I was not a cart person. I was a cashier, which was a little unusual. But kudos to my dad.
How do you get it right away to a cashier?
I don't know.
That's like a bartender, right? You start out as a bar back, and then you work yourself to a bartender. You just went
Buddy,
straight to it.
I was straight on the scanner.
Wow.
Right away. I can't tell you if I ever actually did carts either.
Fastest hands on the side of Mississippi over here.
Yes. More to come. So kudos to my father, because this is one thing too. If you're looking for a profession and a job and trying to get in somewhere, this was back before the internet and all that stuff and cell phones went up. But like I went in and I applied at Kroger, and they did the whole "we'll call you" thing, right? And then my father was like, "Okay, give them until like whatever it was, 36 hours, 48 hours." And he's like, "If they haven't responded, I was like, call them." And he's like, "No, go back up there." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so like they didn't respond, so I went back up there and the manager was busy, and so I just left because I was a teenager and like I didn't want to be doing it anyway. I was scared and intimidated, and so then I left. And then my father was like, "Okay, this time call and let them know that you stopped by, but you didn't get a chance to meet with them." Blah blah blah. And he actually, my dad, kind of
Coached
fed
you?
me, coached me into like ways to get it, and I ended up getting the job. I was extremely quick on the checkout. Do you guys remember the movie Employee of the Month?
Employee of the Month.
With Dak Shepard and Dane Cook, where they
And
work at like
Jessica
basically
Simpson,
a Costco.
Jessica Simpson?
Jessica Simpson's in it.
Yeah.
You've not seen it?
No.
It's a really funny movie.
Tonight, when you get home, watch it.
I'm
It's
sure it's on
on
Netflix.
Netflix.
I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Employee of the Month.
I will watch it.
But one of the premises is basically the stock guy tries to overtake the cashier guy, but the cashier is like known as like the fastest in like the
Hands up.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Because he's just flying. I will say I probably missed a couple items here and there, but man, I could just fly through. Yeah, I was so fast. I was like, look how quick I can be. But if it didn't beep once or twice, it didn't beep once or twice.
So you just let it go?
I was fast. And I only got taken once because they teach you when you do cashiering like about using the money and like somebody will come in and try and get like they'll give you a 50 for like $8 and something. They'll be like, oh, can I get it back as this? And then they're like, actually, can you take this and give me this instead? And the next thing you know, your till's like short because they've shortchanged
They
you. or whatever it is.
bamboozled you.
Yeah, I got that once. but foolish me is that I had the job working at a grocery store. Mark, you worked at a grocery store too. The biggest grocery shopping day of the year is
Before Thanksgiving, maybe?
the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Well, I was a teenager and my best friend was coming in town from Tampa, and I asked for the day off, which shocking they didn't give it to me because I'd worked there for almost a full 2 months. And so I called in, and the guy said, if you call in, like, you're going to get fired. And I was like, I called in anyway, which wasn't the right thing to do and irresponsible and all that. But I actually went and got another job at Target where I was a cart person, and it paid 10 cents more an hour, which in my mind made it all the right thing to do.
It was the perfect move.
But I didn't tell my parents.
Oh.
Oh, so they still thought you were at Kroger.
I hadn't had a chance, like, Target hired me, but I didn't start right away. It was like a 10-day wait, so I actually acted like I still worked at Kroger.
Oh,
So
no.
I would leave to go for work, which was only a couple miles up the road. I would leave to go to work, park my car in the parking lot, like in the employee parking area, have a friend pick me up, go hang out at their house for a couple hours, go back, have them drop me off in my car, and go home like I went to work, which was really great, except for the fact it never occurred to me my parents actually shopped at this Kroger.
Oh.
So they would see my car there one time. One time they went, and I got home, and they said, how was work? And I said, it was great. You know, it was good. It was a blah, blah. And they're like, oh, we didn't get a chance to see you. You must have been on break or lunch or something like that. And I was like, oh, yeah, maybe. And then my father pointed out that he got a chance to see the manager and talk to him and learned that I hadn't worked there for about a week. And then I was parking my car in the parking lot to act like it was. And I tried to argue that I was responsible because not only did I call in the day before Thanksgiving, but I went and got another job and paid 10 cents more an hour, which my father did not agree was the way to go as far as responsibility.
At least you were a cashier right away. You didn't have to
Man, so fast. It was blazing. I mean, it was beep, 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 and it was
just a couple pass through without the beat.
The cans don't scan easily sometimes. You know, it gets pushed.
Because it's round.
Well, no, I mean, like, it was because the foil on it, or not the foil, like the paper would get kind of half cut. So
yeah.
When they stock them.
Speaking of dads and jobs, your first one was?
Painter with my pops. I got fired almost every day. Every day we'd work and I would mess something
Interior or
up.
exterior?
Both.
Okay.
Whatever needed to be done. I would work for a couple hours in
And
the
your
morning.
your dad's a hard-working man.
Yeah.
And I mean,
And he would get, I would do, so it started with me just doing bids for him. So I would go get the job bids, and then after that, he hired me as an employee. At first started
nice.
taping, then after that, he would just give me like a little project, like he would say, go paint this closet. And it would take me like 4 or 5 hours to paint a closet. He was okay at
painting
first.
closets is hard.
Yeah, he was okay at first. Like, he would just let
But
me.
it's-
As
nobody
long
wants
as I
to
was
paint a
doing
closet.
something, he was okay. But then when he realized I came out of a closet with more paint on myself than the closet and everything else, he would...
How old were you?
17 or so. And you can't really call in, so there's some days...
No, because
where
he
you
lives
just-
in the same house.
Yeah, so there's some days you didn't feel like working, so I would go in there and just try to slack off, and he would fire me. And then he would send me to the van because I couldn't drive home, so I would just sit in a work van for like 2 or 3 hours, bored. At the time, there was no phones, so I just sat in the work van by myself. I ate the lunch. I would eat whatever was in the lunchbox, and then a couple hours would go by, and he would apologize, and he would hire me back. Then I would work.
Did he
for
actually fire you? Would he be
Fire
like,
me.
"You're fired"?
He would say, "Get the f out of here,"
And
he's
then when he
"Go
come
sit
back,
in
be
the
like,
van."
"I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'd
he
like
would
to
say,
rehire you."
Yeah, he would say, no, he'd say, "I'm sorry, come back to work. Come back, I need your help." And then I would go back and work. And then
Were there ever days he got in the van and didn't hire you, and you guys just drove home in like dead silence?
Nope, there's never been a day. It's every day I would get fired, and probably a couple hours later I get rehired back.
Okay.
And he paid pretty good. I mean, the pay was good. It was all cash, and it was like he
But you
couldn't.
paid your taxes in April.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. But the job was fine. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about painting, and now I just paint random stuff at home.
Your wife paints at home.
That's true, but I help her, and I do most of the work sometimes.
Do you still get paint all over yourself?
No, I'm good now. Now
See, I
I'm
think the
careful.
good thing about it is like you actually learned something from your first job.
Oh, yeah.
You actually learned something from your first job. We didn't learn anything from our first jobs other than the fact that we don't want to do that job anymore
Yeah, no,
We
never.
learned about chicken nuggets,
and how they're made.
and you learn
Well, not how
about
they're made, how they're
fastest
cooked.
hands on
How
the
they're
east.
Because everything comes in like frozen, right?
Frozen.
Yeah. Okay. So nothing other than probably the shakes. It's not really made there.
No, yeah, the shakes come prepared already. So
Oh.
depending on the flavor, shakes are already made.
The flavor it does?
Yeah,
Oh, but the shakes don't come like.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it in a machine, and the machine doesn't make the shake.
No.
What?
I thought like
So like let's say,
I feel like all
when
of
I
our heads
order
just
like a strawberry shake, like if I go and order
so
a
they have
strawberry
like the
shake.
syrup, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we'll put in the shake mix, right, and we'll connect it to the machine.
Uh huh.
You just press I don't know, medium,
Uh huh.
and it'll come out, and then you just pump the syrup in there, and it'll mix it all together, and then we just put the lid, give you a straw, you're set.
Never again.
I thought that
Ever.
I thought it was like a
Ever.
machine that feeds like the shake.
You thought there was actually like something like in behind the machine going like this
Yes.
that was making ice cream.
Yes.
No, definitely no.
Oh wow.
Were you a cashier or a cart person or both or stocker?
Oh, I was a cart person, then I went to stocking.
Does everybody start as a cart person? Is
Nope.
that kind of
Usually, yeah.
so it's cart then
You
stocking
do
then
cart-
what's the
you do
pecking
carts
order?
and you bag too.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
switch between
yeah.
the two.
Okay.
So that's the pack. It's like
I don't know how I got
and the
that.
stock person after that.
Yeah.
And then after that is a cashier.
No, I just stayed stock until I left.
No, I'm saying like what's the kind of like when you get hired in like what's the next
The
step
order?
up? Yeah.
Do you think there's a set rank and
I don't
file
think
at
I
the
would
Kroger?
think so,
stock
right?
person. I think next after that is management.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like
How old were you when you
like
first started
you're
working at
cashier,
Kroger?
you were-
17?
17. So I think I was 17. You were 17.
Mhm.
You were 12
12.
doing hair.
Just
You actually had more responsibility than any of us,
Yeah.
and you were 5 years younger. Kudos to you.
Thanks.
And 16, 17?
16.
16 because you found the dog at 16. Wow.
Behind
Okay.
that finish.
We're running a little long on today's 9-9 Nation podcast, but I do want to make sure we mention, because we always try to bring in at least part of something 9-9 related towards the end. And I really just want to encourage, for this one, I think everybody's going to agree, workshops. So each week, for the most part, every location is holding a workshop, varying topics within the modeling and the acting community. So please make sure you are checking your announcements, checking your email, and RSVPing. We utilize a service called Eventbrite. It's a website that you can go on and RSVP for any workshops that are listed for your location. You usually have at least 2, if not 3 or 4, already scheduled out. So please make sure you RSVP and attend those, because when it comes to improving your skill set,
No better way.
no better way.
And on top of that, some workshops in Detroit you might actually get to see Mark.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
He's at most of them, right?
Mark or Jordan.
Yeah, some of it, but every other one, usually.
I think most everybody's got familiar, our 2 videographers, Mark and Jordan. So yeah, if you're attending one here,
You'd get to meet.
you get a
the
chance
man
to meet
behind
the
the
man behind the camera. Who actually has been on camera once.
Yes, I have.
And Jordan was on camera
Yep,
once as well.
Yep.
So I don't think reluctantly either. I think you actually enjoyed it a little bit. Right on. Thank you all today for being on, learning a little bit about somebody brand new to the family, somebody who's been here for quite some while, somebody who's been here longer than others. But thank you all for coming on. Again, if you have any Halloween ideas that 9-9 can utilize, that we could then have the offices and different departments be able to dress up and have a little bit of fun, please make sure you add them to the comments below.
Pokemon.
Pokemon's not it's not a thing. I mean, it's a thing, but it's not a thing.
No,
I'm
no
just saying
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Like Harry Potter. Or,
No.
what was the other one?
The Hunger
The wings.
Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think of the pin. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Please, if you have any ideas,
Help us. We need it.
desperately. But thank you all for being on today. I hope you had a good time with it. We'll look forward to episode 10 next week. Thank you again to Mark for producing. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.